Good morning.
Hi guys, we are here. We are going to just sit down and we're just gonna do our makeup and we're gonna party together. Yay. A lot of you guys ask us how we do our makeup and most importantly,
what products you use. So we're gonna show you everything that we use, not necessarily how to apply it. We just want you guys to hang out with us while we put our makeup on, but we will definitely be showing you the secrets of what we put on the face.
Yes. And I would love to start and just say, over the years of doing my makeup, there are two things that I've been using recently, consistently when I do my makeup, not necessarily every day, but just like getting really ready. And those two things are these. I am not a primer person. I feel like when I prep my skin in the morning after I wash it, it's like prepped enough. And I've never needed a primer or I felt that it's even made a difference. I've been using the Dermalogica Hydro Blur primer lately, and it's just a really moisturizing, thick primer, and I've noticed that I love that. And then a setting spray. I've not always consistently used a setting spray, but I use the Urban Decay Chill setting spray. I know Bonnie likes
MAC Fix Plus
for her setting spray. And I just noticed that like if I feel like I've added too much of something or if lines are harsh and I use a setting spray, it just kind of like
blurs it all.
What did you say last time? It was an Instagram filter. So I like setting sprays.
Okay, we're gonna get started. Ellie's gonna do primer. I don't usually do primer, so I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna start with my foundation. I always use the L'Oreal True Match, and it's really hard to match your foundation to your neck and your body. That's what you wanna match your foundation to. I'm in between shades, so I'm gonna use two different shades to match.
Blend.
Yeah.
The first thing I always use is an eye corrector. This is from Bobbi Brown. It's in the shade Light Bisque. I've always loved an eye corrector because it's just in our genes. We just have like deep under eyes. Mm-hmm. And even if I don't wear makeup for a day, you know, like just as a everyday makeup, I'll put this on because it just helps brighten my eyes.
So Ellie uses that pretty regularly. I only use that on special occasions because I just don't want to wear a lot of makeup underneath my eye if I don't have to. Yeah. So I use that for special occasions.
I just feel like it looks good. Like
it
just
does.
Like if this is all I wore in mascara, like my under eyes are at least done. So I like using it every day.
Me and Ellie both use a beauty blender. I've used a beauty blender for a long, long time. I feel like it is the only thing that makes me feel like that airbrush look, you know? And this is the part that I take the longest on. It takes me the longest to blend out my foundation because I feel like if you're, I mean, like in life, if your foundation is strong, you know, everything else is gonna go a little smoother.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, that base is important. I'm using a beauty blender too, and I sprayed it with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Spray. I like using this because it just gives me that dewiness because I'm very dry. Bonnie's very dry too, but she said she doesn't like to use it over her whole face because it's too...
It makes me oily for some
oily.
reason. I don't know, it just doesn't mix well on my face. But what I will do on special occasions is when I blend out my under eye, I will put it on my sponge and do only my under eye. When I do my foundation, if it's not exactly a match or I don't know, but I always drag it down on my neck because I want to make sure that the foundation
matches.
looks seamless.
Yes.
Yeah, through my face and my neck. If I'm wearing a lower cut shirt, I'll make sure that my chest is covered and everything. It's not that I like put a whole lot down there, but you just want to make sure that it is blended.
So I've been using the same foundation for a long time, probably a good year. I've been using a Tom Ford foundation. When Goss Makeup Artist was talking about Tom Ford for so many years, I thought I'm gonna splurge and go get it. And it's been so good.
Haven't regretted it?
I haven't regretted it. The shades are perfect, so that's what I've been using. But I also like the L'Oreal True Match too, and the Born This Way foundation. That's a good one too.
I've tried all of the ones Ellie just talked about, and I always come back to this one.
L'Oreal.
And I honestly think you just have to try several before you can like find the one that's
several as in like years worth.
Oh yeah, it has
years.
literally taken us years to get down what works for us. And I don't know, when we first started getting into makeup, we honestly just went through tons of different products, and I don't know.
And what's fun is like with all the sisters, it's like one sister would use one wouldn't, and we'd always just ask her, what do you use? And we've just kind of learned from all of us of what we like and don't like.
So you can see that it takes a long time to blend out your foundation. I always use, see, and Ellie is too, we always use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It is just the best.
Now I would be interested to try their foundation, because this is like one of the best concealers ever.
The Tarte foundation?
Yeah, so I'd be interested to try their foundation.
I want to try the foundation. See, and I am gonna borrow your primer and use it just under my eye, because I do feel like extra dry. Yeah.
And that's something that I definitely don't use every day. This is when I'm really getting ready, because this is like fancy. It's like when I really want to look good.
If I was gonna be doing eyeshadow, I would make sure to put this on my eyelid as well to prime my eye. When I have eyelash extensions on, I don't usually put eyeshadow on, because I feel like usually I don't have time and I just
don't need
it. I usually save my eyeshadow if I want to like look really good.
Yeah, and I always put it on my eyes because I'll do just a little eyeshadow, and it just primes it and it helps it all stick, and it makes the colors pop more.
Ellie is setting her under eye. I am not going to set my under eye. The nice thing about Shape Tape, it's meant to be worn both ways. You don't have to set it, but it is nice to set. Because why? Like, why do you set it?
Because when you do eyeshadow and it falls out, you can wipe it away without the eyeshadow sticking to your foundation. I feel like it just helps last longer throughout the day. Like, I just look airbrushed and crisp. So that's why I like to do it. I use the L'Oreal Mercier setting powder, translucent.
If I want mine all day, I will set it. But if it's just like for around the house, I won't, because I don't need to add the dryness. But I will go through, and I also use the L'Oreal translucent powder. And it's not that I'm using it to set my face. That's not exactly why I use it. I just grab a tiny bit. I basically dust all of it off, and I will just pat my whole face with it with hardly anything on it, just to remove the tack. That way, when you apply your blush, your foundation, everything else just goes on much more smooth. So I just barely put anything on there, not a lot.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's so nice.
Do you use that for bronzer?
I really like that song.
Like a little bunny's butt twerking on my face. I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. We've been have used the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. For years, that's what we've used. And I use the Give Me Brow after, which benefit, they stopped making it, so I'm gonna have to find another brow gel. It's not crucial that you use a brow gel. I like to use it because our eyebrows tend to fall down, and it just helps make them stay.
See, and I use that also, and it just makes me really mad that they stopped making it as well. So I did go and buy the Anastasia tinted brow gel. It is not as good, but it works and I like it, so that's what I've been using.
And do you see how fast I'm like done with my eyebrow? Like we got our eyebrows microbladed, and you're supposed to go back and get them touched up.
And neither of us did.
We haven't had time. I'm expecting, so I can't. And so, but like I used to never have ends of my eyebrows. Like we've just had sparse eyebrows. Like this eyebrow's done. Like it takes 2 seconds. So I just do the tail end of it.
And that used to take me the longest to fill in my eyebrows, but honestly, I just kind of trace what I had there a little and fill in just a tiny bit. All right, what do you think?
No. Let me do it.
Okay, bronzer! Okay, we're moving on to bronzer, people.
You're so cute.
I looked in the mirror, I'm like, okay, my foundation is too light for my neck, so we're gonna fix it with a lot of bronzer. Okay, I use the Hoola bronzer and I use MAC Sculpt, and I kind of mix the two of them, and I do a mixture between like bronzing and contouring, all in one.
Just get it going. I'm using the Tarte Pro Palette. It is the shade Sculpt. And I've been having a hard time the last few months. I feel like I've like not known how to blend, or the shades have been bad. I had to get rid of one because it was just too orangey for me, and this has been perfect for my skin lately. So I do the same thing. I don't like to contour, which is more like structured. I just like to give my face a glow.
And honestly, that's like what I was saying when I was like, I'm gonna do a mixture between just bronzing and contouring. Because when I would like full-blown contour, I kind of felt like I looked like a clown a little bit, and like it was just too harsh maybe.
I feel like our faces too have a very natural like jaw and bone, like bones.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when I contour, I almost look sick.
Yeah. So that's why I like to use the Sculpt color from MAC that is like a gray color, and then the bronze color from Hoola Benefit. And I don't know, I feel like it's a good mix for me.
Yes. And like already it like warms my forehead up, like I just have some color to me. So I just do that around my face.
I feel like for me, the longer time I'll sit and blend it, the smoother and nicer it will look.
I feel like this is the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, I think it is for most people. I think it is for most people.
Because you don't want to look like you have lines everywhere, you want it to look blended.
Yeah. And that's why I think, honestly, and that's what, if you watch any makeup video, that's what they say. You just need to take your time blending, and it's true.
Yeah. And then when I'm done, if I feel like I have harsh lines, I'll just take my brush, a different brush or a beauty blender, and I'll go through and go around the edges and kind of soften it up. But sometimes I soften it too much and then I need more.
It's like a hard thing to conquer. I'm not gonna sit here and contour my nose, but I do take my bronzing brush and I will give my nose some color on each side.
Yes, me too.
But it's not this like, I'm gonna change the shape of my nose. I just need some color on it. And I will do the exact same thing you were saying, is just take my beauty blender and then blend it so that I don't look funny. And to make sure that I match, I'm just gonna take the same colors I've been using on my face and just make sure that my neck is the same color.
I like to do my highlighter before my blush because lately I feel like, again, I feel like I'm stripey. So I like to do my highlighter first if I'm going to do a highlighter, and then a blush after. I like to add highlight because I just feel like it's pretty.
See, and I'm still back here blending my...
That's okay, I'm a little...
This part takes me the longest because it's the part that I feel like I need the most of. Yeah. I think sometimes when you watch beauty videos, you don't see how much they say that they blend a lot. And like, yeah, I believe them, but I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, okay.
Okay, blush or highlighter, what do you use first?
I like Ellie, I honestly like to do the highlighter and then the blush because I feel like it marries it all together.
Awesome. What are you using?
Funny I said Mary, it's Mary Luminizer. It's Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I've used it
forever. I feel like I've never found one that I'm like, this is the one I'm using. This was just in this palette. It's really nothing special. It's called Stunner.
Oh, you're already done. Oh!
No, take your time. It took me, don't be rushed.
Okay, and like Ellie, I pat on. I put it on with a brush and then I'll tap it just to blend it in. Done. Blushy, is that what we're on?
Yes. I'll start with my blush. I've been using the Coralista Blush I bought it about 3 years ago. And look, I still have so much left. I've used this bad boy tons. It's just a good shade.
I also have the Coralista and it lasts forever. Any of these, like
I go to town in it.
Yeah, the Hoola bronzer, the Coralista, the other colors that they have, they just last a million years. I'm using MAC Blush Baby blush. It's like a pinky, purpley, mauve-y color, and I literally have used it every day this winter. I think I've changed my blush maybe once or twice, but this color just looks good in the winter time on pale skin. It looks good when I have self-tanner on. It's just really pretty.
Love it.
Me. Yeah.
Well, in Coralista, this is perfect for summer. Like, perfect. But it looks really good on your skin because it's like you're not wearing blush, but you can see that really pretty glow. I like it.
And every time I do my blush, I will go in and blend
Pat
just
around
a little to make sure that it's blended pretty. Yeah.
Do I look good?
You look beautiful.
You look
yes,
awesome. I
thank
look
you.
blended.
Yes, totally.
I feel like I always could do better here because I don't want a starch line, but I also feel like if I blend some, it like
takes away.
Yeah, I'm like, so this is as good as I get.
No, I like you with a lot on your cheekbones because I feel like you have pretty cheekbones and I like the way you do it.
Perfect.
I like it, yeah.
Yay. I actually set my whole face now. A lot of people wait till they're done.
I wait till the very, very end.
But I've just put all that on and I just want it set because now I'm moving my face a lot, so I like to set mine. I'm
almost done. The next thing I'm gonna put on is my lipstick. And I have foundation on my lipstick. I know some people put lipstick on over the foundation.
Woof.
I can't do it. Nobody wants some crusty crust, so.
It's not pretty.
So this is the next step that I do. I take my Q-tip and I will clean out my nose because nobody wants to see little crusties or bat in the caves or anything like that.
Or when you're doing your foundation or powder, it colors those hairs. And people don't realize that, but it does.
You can see the powder on your little nose hairs. So I'll clean up my nose. I'll take the other end, let's be clear about that. And I'll clean off the edges of my lips. And I don't know if that like exfoliates it or what, but I feel like it does. I'm gonna take lipstick. This is Faux from MAC, and it literally matches my lipstick so beautifully. And this is just what this is the combo that has been on repeat all
forever.
winter. Yep.
I've been using the Smashbox little palette. It's a nude medium palette, and I've been using this every day. And it's just perfect. The colors are good, it's just nude. I just do one color all over and then a little darker in the crease and I'm done. My
lips are quivering. I feel nervous doing it on camera or something. I'm like, hold still, little guys.
It's like your legs shaking when you're doing piano.
And I just know for me, I feel best when I wear pink. So like pinks and mauve purples. Is mauve?
Yes,
I don't really know. I feel like those colors look good on my skin tones. I think that it's important to look at yourself in a color that you like and kind of stick to those colors because they complement your skin tone. They make you look good.
Alive and pretty.
So if I ever feel like I want to look pretty today, I will wear pink. What color do you use?
I'm a pink. I usually use a light pink or a very soft nude. My favorite part of getting ready, I haven't used eyeliner in years. Like I went 2 years without using eyeliner. But lately when I'm really getting dolled up, I've been using the Revlon Exactify liquid eyeliner. And I don't like using eyeliner all the way across my eye, I never have. I really just do it in the outer corner, just a little bit. And I love it. And Olivia wants to use this so bad.
Yes.
See, that's it. It's just that outer corner. It's just like a small bit and then I go in with mascara.
While Ellie does her other eye of mascara, I'm just gonna take a wand and I'm gonna comb out my eyelashes. Because of my eyelash extensions, I don't wear mascara, and I feel like I don't need to wear eyeshadow either, or eyeliner when I have them, unless it's like a big event that I'm going to or something. So for me, that's my routine, and now I'm gonna set it with MAC Fix Plus setting spray. And I wait till my lipstick is on, everything is done, and then I just do everything.
Mascara has always been fun for me. I feel like I have really long eyelashes. I right now am using the Butter London Double Decker mascara. I love CoverGirl mascara. My favorite for the longest consistent of time is Blackity Black mascara from Bliss. I would still say that's like my top favorite. It's just not very accessible to me, so I'm not able to get it as much. So those are the mascaras that I really like.
Can you see how much spray I use? If I do not feel it on every square inch, I'm like, okay, gotta spray there, gotta spray there. I like it a lot.
Well, and it's cooling on your face too.
Well, and it really does take the powder and the cream and your skin, and it really just kind of blends it together really well. And I just don't look good with mascara on my bottom. I try wearing eyeshadow under there. I try using mascara under there on like the bottom lower lash line. I just can't do it. Some people look good with it. I just don't.
I feel like I look I don't do a ton under, but a little bit I feel like I look awake.
Yeah, I like you with bottom lashes.
Yeah, we're done! I just gotta do some lipstick. My favorite lipstick, Bonnie doesn't love matte lipstick.
Can't do it, won't do it.
A matte lipstick is kind of hard. This is like, it's like a lip gloss that turns into a matte lipstick, but it's not so drying on your skin. Penny's playing with a cat. This is called American Woman. It's from NARS, and I just love how it looks and feels. It doesn't make me feel super dry, and that's why I love it. And it stays on all day. I kiss my babies. It's a good lipstick.
Well, and the color is so pretty.
I hope you guys had so much fun getting ready with Bonnie and I. Bonnie and I love to get ready together. That's been one of our favorite things to do, and we haven't really been able to do it as much as we have wanted to.
So we honestly just said, we're gonna make time, we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna watch each other do our makeup. And this was fun for us, so thank you guys for watching this video.
Bonnie and I have some really exciting videos that we're going to be doing on this channel, so make sure you are subscribed to follow along. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys.